Hey everybody, welcome back to some more early morning barking, talking about BPD and MPD by somebody that has both. Have you ever been angry because you felt like you were supposed to be angry? Like, not because you're actually angry, right? Maybe you could deal with what's going on perfectly normally, but you're in a situation that you have this image in your mind of the frustrated, angry person in your situation. It's like the stereotypical thing to do, so you do it. I've realized I do this. And I think it's, I don't know if it's some form of masking or something. Like the right, I'm getting ahead of myself. It happens most in the car, right? The psychology of, how angry we get in the car, that's probably a whole thing all to itself. There have probably been, you know, PhD theses written about that. Thesi, I don't know, right? But I sometimes find myself getting angrier than I actually am, which is a weird thing to say. I'm wondering if some of you are hearing me saying that and going, oh, hell yeah, I do that, right? It happened the other day. There was something annoying happening. And you know what? I wasn't late to get anywhere. I had plenty of time. I wasn't in a rush. Everything was fine. So things took a bit longer, right? Ordinarily, I wouldn't be really all that angry about that. I would perhaps be a bit annoyed. I mean, we're allowed to feel these negative emotions, don't get me wrong, but I wouldn't, you know, I wouldn't care. It's a reason to listen to more music in the car or a bit more of that podcast or whatever. It's cool. But instead, I got wound up, I got angry, I got frustrated, I got all of the road ragey stuff because I sort of felt like I was supposed to. It felt like some sort of masking thing. Like, this is what people do in this situation, therefore I will do it. The weird thing was, I was on my own as well, right? It wasn't performative. It was purely just how I exist, which is another weird bit, but we'll not go into that. And I've realized this has happened, not just in the car, but, other times. Like, sometimes getting angry in shops or getting angry at people when just out in the world. I've realized that a lot of it is just sort of learned performative behavior. Like, it's not even my anger, it's someone else's anger. It's just this feeling that in this situation, people get angry and behave like this, therefore I will get angry and behave like that. And so you end up getting yourself into more scrapes and trouble and feeling like an idiot and upsetting people and all the bad things that come along with the rage that we do. And so I guess the way out of this is to identify the situations in which it occurs and stop doing it, right? I think I like to have sort of go to thoughts in particular situations. So, for example, if I'm playing a sad song to myself in my head, this is more of an ADHD thing, then I have a go to song that plays to sort of counteract that, and I can focus on that and make myself feel better. It's weird. But with the anger and the rage, it's the same thing. You need a sort of go to prepared thought up ahead, sort of, hang on. And this is where we can do that because, like we're talking about a specific thing that we do. We're talking about getting angry when we're not really angry. And I think we can have a think about ourselves and our lives, and we can identify the times when we're most likely to do that sort of thing, for example, in the car. And then when we find ourselves doing that, we need our go to thought of, well, hang on, peace and serenity. This self assessment, this self checkbox. Hang on, am I really angry? Let's check these criteria. Do I want to be angry? And also, is anger going to get me anywhere? The answer is always no to that one, by the way. It never works. It never gets you anything. Whatever. And so I have to stop doing this. You know, it's, dropping off anger has been a reasonably easy thing. My outbursts have been very limited of late. And so I think this is the final bit for me personally, just identifying these times when I'm masking anger. It's a weird one. There's not much to say about it. I mean, we can talk about masking, we can talk about rage, but sort of masking rage. It's just a thing I think to notice that you might do and say, well, stop that. It is frustrating, I know, but a lot of the advice that I have about BPD and MPD stuff is stop that. It's because we're kind of choosing to do it. And at most, we don't know that we're choosing to do it, but we're choosing to do it. That's where I sit with it. And so there's very much of, if you want to stop this behavior, decide when you're doing it and stop it. Just do something else. It's, it's not hard. Anyway, just a little quick one for today. I thought I'd say hi, bye, and talk about that weird thing. My real problem is I'm so tired right now for some reason. Lack of sleep, really. It's not a mystery. Go and check out other videos. Like and subscribe, please. Do that. I really appreciate it when people like and subscribe. I love comments. I'm going to start adding comments into the videos in future. You'll see I have plans. I always talk about how I have plans and then nothing changes, but whatever. Now I'm just rambling. Shut up, Rich. Okay, I'll see you later. Bye.